I'm supposed to explain what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is drilling 3-inch holes into boards.
For what purpose?
So if you look down at these here, you see this is what we're after, is basically this one that's done. And to get that, I drill a 3-inch hole in each corner, and then I'll cut this off straight, cut that off straight, and we basically have that, and then we'll round it and make it pretty, but right now that's the rough form.
And
so
what are you going to do with these?
They're the pergola that goes on top of the fence.
So that's going to
So
go.
there's one on each side of each post, so there's 2 at each post sticking out, about 2.5 feet on our side and about 1 foot on the other side. And then there'll be strips. Those strips there will then go on top of these supports, and they'll go parallel to the fence line.
Okay.
So that's what's happening.
All right.
And so I'm drilling holes.
Continue.
I'm using a 3-inch hole saw. And I drill most of the way through. Here's a helpful hint. When you're using a hole saw, if you can go from the other side, that's a good thing too, because otherwise it gets stuck inside the hole saw and you're trying to get it out, and it's kind of a pain. But if you go most of the way through, then flip the board over and come back up, then it just falls out and you don't have to worry about it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Now my pilot hole, that's from this part, is now through, so I don't have to worry about lining it up. I just stick that into that hole, and I'm all lined up. So now, instead of this being all the way down into here, it's just right here, and I can just kind of twist it off.
There they are, going into the trash.
One more. Done.
And how many of these you have to do?
20.
20.
There's 40 holes.
Okay, so you've already done.
These stacks right here.
Oh, that right there?
All those.
And will that whole saw thing, will that last through all of these?
Yeah. Should. It's pretty hardwood, and it's being pressure treated, and it's wet, which I don't like that, but we had so much rain, it's just the way it is.
Okay, and so it's gonna end up looking like this, but he said he still has to do a little bit, rounding it off, whatever, but okay. So we have this, so we'll come back once he's done, and we'll start, I'll video you installing them and see the final. And that should be done today, is the goal.
That's the goal.
Okay, fingers crossed.